does the justice system prevails, and because I'm not a terrorist and I'm not organizing and conspiring with Hamas and ISIS, like that's the type of communication you want to be facilitating, not inshallah, Allahu Akbar, whatever God desires for my death is what God will determine. Like that's how fucking stupid you are, okay? And Diego doesn't help you because he himself is a Jew deranged syndrome neo-Nazi retard. I really encourage you to read that link thoroughly, maybe record it so we know you actually read it, that kind of shit, because there's no confirmation that you actually fucking read anything, and that you're both probably extremely fucking brain rotted out at this point from being on in ultra derecha for years. It's called brain rot, stupid. Hello? Is anybody even in the fucking brain capsule anymore? Hello? Is there anybody up there? Can you hear me? Can you hear me in your fucking brain? Is there anything there anymore? Hello?
People in Jehannam are.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I look and I saw the people who I saw the most of were women.
Is that Mohammed?
You didn't realize the majority of people are in Jehannam are women? Because they're deficient in mind? You didn't know that?
That's amazing.
Jake, are you still there?
There's another one that talks about the majority of people are women and black people.
So he hated black people too?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you're white and you go to Jehannam, then your face turns black. And if you're black and you go to Jannah, then your face turns white.
One of the most interesting geographic...
That is true.
Whiteness is associated with light, not race.
Why did Muhammad trade 2 black slaves for 1 Arab slave?
Oh.
Remember when the slave came to him and he says that he wanted to take a shot?
Why is Israel starving Palestine?
Why are you? What aboutism? Why are you obfuscating? Why are you obfuscating? Why is it when the Arab man came to Muhammad and he said he wanted to take a shahada, Muhammad said no, because you're a slave, you must go to your master, and then he traded 2 black slaves for the Arab slave. Why is that? Why is that? What is the punishment if you call Muhammad a black man?
Oh,
you know what it is?
You cannot do that either?
No, you put to death.
Oh, Jesus.
Because Muhammad says his skin is so white, it's white as his clothes.
He was a racist.
Oh, the full-blown racist. And he loved the super, super white pasty women too. Everybody does. Of course they do.
I knew that was going to be said next.
No, because it's true.
Why are they starving the people? Why can't I stop talking about the starving people?
Oh my God, Richard, take it. So fucking annoying.
Richard, that was murdered in Victoria Airport. That's the sound that's been going on for the last year in Gaza. Yeah, but nobody said that yesterday at Victoria Airport. You win the war. How?
Why are you being such a vile person?
Oh, we win the battle. Did you win the war? No, we win the war.
Huh?
Isa, what's the meaning of the name Isa? Do you know?
Jesus.
No.
What is it?
The meaning of Isa is the semen of a stallion. You should look it up. The word Isa actually means semen of a stallion. Look it up. See if I'm right. See if I'm true.
Well, that's good. It's a stallion.
Look up Isa and Asar.
Are you gonna relate them again?
Isabella, I'm just saying you are a queen to us here on Clown House, but you know. How, Isa, how's your job going with the people in Qatar?
Are you an Israeli, Sana?
Good. We had a call yesterday.
Oh, good. I had a dream about you.
Sana, are you an Israeli?
That drives me crazy.
So you have Israeli citizenship?
No.
That's crazy. Atheist Jew.
Isaiah was an atheist.
Sound like one.
Nope.
believes in Allah.
And his prophet.
Who's recording the room?
Yeah, why is it echoing?
He said death to Palestine. His speaker baby talking.
So, Princessia, what we are suggesting that you do is read those 25 cognitive distortions and see.
Stop talking to me. I don't want you to talk to me. Talk to somebody else.
Okay, Diego, I want to address you and let you know that essentially the ultra derecha room has been a huge waste of time for you and for everyone else. Yes, I have been recording all these stupid rooms, but anyways, I'm just saying I got a lot of shit I gotta do, and I got like books to read, and I gotta go to the gym before I got my call with the psychologist tonight at 6 o'clock, where I can tell her that I've been
You
addicted.
have a call with a psychologist?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her about social audio and how I've been recording myself for many years to try to figure out a solution for mental health problems. This has been a social science recording experiment. You've all been a part of it.
To listen to the Bears. Who would name their kid Rich if they were Jewish?
Hey, my cousins, their last names are Rich.
For all we know, his name is Yaakov.
Yeah, or might be.
You guys never even asked me my Hebrew name.
John, Esau, what's my name?
We know what your Hebrew name is.
What's my Jonathan?
Jonathan, it could be another one.
It's Jonathan.
I told this Chabad rabbi that he's like, what's your Hebrew name? I said, my middle name is Zachary. He goes, we don't have middle names. I was like, whoa, take it easy, Rabbi.
They don't ever?
They don't even name their kids after their father.
No,
That might be wise.
I think the tradition is to name your son after the grandfather. But I don't have any kids, so I've never had to Google those things yet. But anyways, Hugo Boss is making military.
You can thank the U.S. military and testing those vaccines on you for that.
You know, that's the most fucked up part is that I did take a lot of injections, and I had no idea what they were putting inside of me, and that's probably why I'm sterile.
You're sterile?
I'm probably sterile from the military, yeah.
They force you to take injections?
Yeah, they pump you up full of all kinds of shots and shit. It's like a rat line.
You sign a contract where you let them do it to you.
Yeah, they use you as an experiment. I literally sat in some of the dirtiest, most nasty old facilities, and then some fucking woman's like, "Here's your shot, ka-ching,
And you know what?
ka-ching,
You know what we would
ka-ching."
do, Isa? We would since we were in a more elite group, we would just have them write us as if we had gotten vaccinated, but we didn't actually get vaccinated.
But they have a record?
Yeah, they have a record. It says that you got vaccinated, but you don't actually do it. You're not like John.
Yeah, they also did the ones where it wasn't even like an injection. It was like, you know, the one where it's like, you know, like what I don't know what they call
That's
it.
the anthrax one, right?
Yeah, I know which ones.
What is that? I wonder. I could Google it. But the point is,
I think it's the anthrax one.
I sat through a lot of shots. Every time you go in.
A lot of shots.
Anyways, yeah. This one woman's like, "You're so calm. I can't believe how calm you are. Your blood pressure, your heart rate, like you're so like you've done this before, haven't you?" I was like, "Yeah."
Dozens of times.
You go to the VA hospital, they're like, "Do you want to get a flu shot? Do you want to get a vaccine booster update? Do you want to get another booster? Do you want to get another booster?" You're like, "No, bitch. I got fucking this problem, that problem. I don't need a fucking injection again. Leave me the fuck alone." All they want to do, they want to inject you.
Do you still get injections?
No, I mean, no, hell no.
When was your last shot?
It's been a long time. It's been like 20 years since I've had to get a forced injection from the government. I resisted the last time I wrote a religious exemption letter.
The uterus and the testicles.
They said, if you don't get injected, you're fired. Sincerely, Dr. Fauci.
Did you finish watching the movie deal?
Which movie?
The Contra?
never finished it.
Oh my god.
My dad told me a little bit about it. There's a Mexican,
Yeah,
right?
Very fucked up. You're in
Movie or not?
He's in the Matrix. Oh no. Hashem hates him.
Nice. The Matrix, like very deep.
Allahu Alam.
I don't want to call it Jewish hate.
No one can hear you.
Oh my god.
You are in the
The
Matrix.
Holy Spirit says, enough of you, Satan.
No one can hear you. You're in the Matrix. Your Jew hate is at an end. Your propaganda's come to an end. You're
John,
in the
How dare
Matrix.
you? We're all in the Matrix.
You're in the Matrix.
John, you guys are just a construct of my mind.
The truth is, there is no spoon, and when you realize that there is no spoon, you can do whatever you want to the spoon.
I think that's the only way to stop religious extremism on a huge level.
What if it's just the power of information? Like, I think that, like, the place where you stop it is not when you have to pull out guns. It's at the place where they're
It's
like,
whoa.
hey, gay
Okay.
people are just...
What's the difference?
Exactly. You always would believe that.
Say, go away, Palestine.
All right.
Go away, Palestine.
Go with Palestine. Just Palestine. Free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Say, free Israel from Palestine.
Free
Free
Palestine!
Israel from Palestine.
No more Hamas, no more crime!
Say,
Free
someday I'm gonna fight you.
Oh
Palestine!
my god, John. Jesus Christ, Richard.
Free Palestine from Hamas now! Free the hostages, hurrah!
He said they
Hey,
indoctrinated
wait, I like
the children
Hamas.
very early.
Hamas.
the fact
Hamas.
that most people,
No,
aren't really
The Jews do.
doing it the way that it was
so
done a
we're
couple
Palestinians.
thousand years ago.
We're trying to catch up.
Is anyone else find Clubhouse to like be glitching
So
and it's like
it
the
says
worst
here
it's
that
ever been?
Enclave Isa is directed by a guy named Edward Berger, who is clearly hired because of his talent in movie making. But I'm just saying,
Say hi.
Hello.
You're just saying what?
Why does Daddy waste so much time here talking about nothing, making fun of the Muslims?
Say, go and sleep.
I've seen movies that show hatred towards Judaism. Like, God, what's the name of that movie? Hold on.
Say it again.
Like right.
He said night night.
Night.
Bye bye. Say bye bye.
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 Remember, this is what they unalived on October 7th.
Why is Daddy here so much talking to Muslims about surahs and hadiths?
Yes, dear.
Can you read the description of this film, please?
Of course. What is that?
Daniel, this is a recording of Diego and Princessia and their never-ending Jew hate bullshit.
Nobody wants to see babies dead.
Yeah, they do. All the Palestinians do.
Hello?
I just want to see.
Yeah, which one's standing in the street screaming, kill all the Jews?
I am collaborating with Hamas and ISIS, and we will rid the world of your terrorism.
Except for
Free Palestine!
Okay, disobedience is a 2006
They don't mean the kids
No more Hamas, no more
Can you bring up my friend and
Okay, I'm gonna read this real quick. Disobedience is a 2017 romantic drama film directed by Sebastian Lalo and written by Lalo and Rebecca
John,
Linklater,
do
based on the
the
2006
Skeletor.
novel of the same name by Naomi Alderman. The film stars Rachel Weisz and Rachel McAdams and Alessandra Nivola, set in North London and tells the story of a woman who returns to the strict Orthodox Jewish community for her father's funeral after living in New York for many years.
You know, Daniel, you may think that this is extreme content with a title like this, but I assure you, Clown House is full of polarization.
Dude, don't be annoying.
Disobedience had its world premiere. You want to read the plot?
What's the plot?
New York photographer.
I may have to kick him.
No, don't kick him. Just mute him.
I'm gonna put him on ice. Okay.
This is the plot. New York photographer Ronit, known as Ronnie in the United States, returns to her childhood home in North London.
Alright, we'll put you on ice there.
Returns to her childhood home in North London after her father, the old Rav Krishka, succumbs to pneumonia.
Daniel, can you go in this room? It's called Hugo Boss is making military uniforms again. We're back, baby. Ultra Derecha by Diego. The San Diego loser. Clown House hero. Nazi hero, Clown House Zero.
David invites Ronit to stay with them. They attend Shabbat dinner at her Uncle Moshe's house, where she's questioned by the guest about changing her name, and they tell her she should get married because that is boring. If she had
Try reading something better. Nobody cares. This is stupid. A waste of time. Oh shit, Rich. My bad. Not used to this profile. I don't think it's like some fucker.
Upset, Esty tenderly kisses Ronit, who initially resists before reciprocating. Esty confesses to having asked Ronit to be notified of her
Diego's
father's
a
death
dandruff
out of a desire
sufferer.
to see her again. She also reveals her unhappiness for her life choices taken
He's
based on
basically
Ron's
a
advice
Mexican
and her strong belief
supremacist.
in Hesed. It is revealed that Ronit and Esty were caught in a
I don't know if you know this,
romantic
but you can
tryst
actually
when they
convert
were
to
young-
Mexican
when they were younger, leading Ronit
because
to
it
leave
was
the United
a
Kingdom.
republic.
Neither
So
has been with another
if you
woman
want,
since.
you can become
So
Mexican.
is this a homosexual couple?
Yeah, it's two women. And you get to watch Rachel McAdams and Rachel Weisz get it on.
See, this is where
At one
Diego
point, Rachel Weisz,
can be
like,
kind of
spits in
redeeming
Rachel
because of
McAdams' mouth and
his
she drinks it.
his media culture
Pretty intense.
contributions to the content, but at the end of the day, Diego's pathetic, and Diego and Nora are both facing jail time.
There, if you want me to finish.
No, it's okay. No, it's just there's not much of a plot. I'm surprised there's that much to explain.
Hi, welcome to Super Stupid
It's an erotic story
Hypnosis.
of the Orthodox Jewish community.
He's talking into the
There
headphone right
you should go
Why?
edit it on Wikipedia.
Like, do you see a connection, Zach, between basically doing one of the first sensory experiences for a child having to do with their genitals and the overly sexual nature of many Jewish stories?
No.
She says,
Awesome,
Melissa
Super
says, stop spurging, Rich. How are you making that horrible noise, by the way? I found it to be
I know,
very
but
funny.
that's not. I'm asking you about Jewish
How
stories.
do you know?
I love that I grew up in an
Because
atheist
I can hear it. I
household.
can
They named me
hear his
Rich.
food.
I never see it coming.
I'm just asking you if he sees a connection.
I don't know. I just like religion in
more-
terms of
yeah, go ahead,
information
my friend.
consumption and
He's
relaxation
chewing.
and
He's afraid to talk to
meditation.
Lisa.
I don't understand.
But on like a covert
You have to go to
spot,
another
like a
account,
covert
John. I
spot
can't
for the
bring you
idea.
back up.
You're like, what's his given name? Richard? Oh, he's
You've
not a
moved
Jew.
him so many times.
Well, he was doing very well.
Go
Like,
for the
I
spy
didn't
for
care
that,
about his
yeah.
rants because he wasn't interrupting. So it was fine. It's just when he gets in a mood, then he starts doing his little troll thing, and that's when we have to put him on ice. Like worms before you go fishing or something.
Well, it didn't help that you had
Muslims
a second.
also circumcised.
You had a second sperm.
No, it's worse. It's
Strong
arguably
men
worse, Zach, because
also
Muslims
cry.
circumcise.
Strong men
Muslims circumcise often when these
Also
kids are
cry.
conscious, meaning they're 5, 6 years old.
No,
Zach.
do they?
Yes.
They just circumcised in the hospital.
No.
No.
you don't even know.
No, that's.
They hold these boys down. Ask your brothers.
They were circumcised as babies. Here,
Is that what they tell you?
100%. They were all circumcised as babies
I don't
in the
believe it.
hospital.
I don't believe it.
I'm gonna ask my mother right
So
now.
let me get this right. So they were circumcised by a Jewish doctor? That's what you want me to believe?
Huh?
They were circumcised by a Jewish
See,
doctor.
this is where Robert
Doctors
Taylor
report
therapy
to
comes
Christian
in, where he's
hospitals.
like so delusional
Yeah, maybe
himself.
because of Christians.
Do you
Like,
think it was a Christian that circumcised
you
your
realize
child?
Diego is like a stupid
Your brothers?
child who never grew up.
I mean, we
His
were
parents
born in Christian
really
hospitals.
must have
We were
spoiled
born-
What do you
him.
mean you were born in Christian hospitals, Nora?
The hospitals were called Central Baptist Hospital.
Okay.
They're
Okay.
Christian hospitals.
Let's do the experiment right now. Okay, Nora, open up Central Baptist Hospital right now and see who's running it and who the top surgeons are.
Let's see. It's called Baptist Health now. Let me see. Baptist Health.
Are you gonna pretend your parents didn't circumcise you?
Who, me?
No, not you. Obviously not you.
Isa,
I bet
you
your
can
dad is
array
circumcised
to
as well.
everybody what we did at the Bitcoin conference.
I bet your dad is circumcised as well.
Oh my god. Now you want my dad too? You want to see what he is in
Did you
between his legs?
circumcise your kids?
Are you crazy?
I don't know.
I mean, I might be a Jewish
Because
wannabe, but I'm not that
your
bad.
wife must be Eastern Orthodox.
What's wrong with that?
That they circumcise as well.
Oh my god, you're so mistaken. Nobody in Europe is circumcised, Isa.
Nobody, huh?
Except for the Jews and the Muslims.
Yeah, most people in the UK, most men are not.
See? Melissa says from experience.
Uh-oh.
But they are also, a lot of them are atheists, so.
That's what they're gonna be doing over there, Musanda. This is your father speaking. When you go there, son, do not think that you are black. Just know that you are better than these people, right? That's what they tell you before you come in. Now there's a black household in America. The mother is telling the son, "Them fucking Africans, bro, they come over here, they hate you. They don't like you. They want to take from you."
And barbaric.
And
it
it's
should
actually
be
not
illegal.
anything in scripture that
So,
says that
if you
can't
look
do
it up, it's about 15 to 20% of men in the UK only.
John, I can't bring you up.
That's very little.
Well, why don't you make mod your somebody else and then
Assalamu alaikum, daddy's
Yeah,
back,
make-
motherfuckers.
I'll not use
mod me up. Yeah, I'm reliable.
Do not moderate whatever you do.
Yeah, don't
Hey, Diego, give me moderator.
Hey, go give me moderator.
Give me Diego, or I'll
Oh my
fucking
god, Frankie's retarded. He's
Shut the
like,
fuck up, you fucking
just
slut.
kick him
Go
out.
there.
Kick him
Go
out.
fuck you in the ass, bitch. Because it fuck you. You
You
fucking.
see how he talks, you know? That's
Yeah, I
the
know,
Middle
Diego. It's
Eastern.
horrible.
That's the Middle East. I don't know what you guys like. That's
It's horrible, but
you say it's horrible, but you know what? These men are raised by you. They're raised by Muslim women, so their horrible hearts are a result of what's.
Diego, stop.
I
support the Armenian
genocide. No joke. I have heard you say
with
some of
people
the most
like Frankie, I definitely
horrible things I've ever heard.
Yeah, but for every Frankie, for every Frankie, there's always a course.
I'm going to buy a canic pistol right now.
You support the Armenian
Do you acknowledge it,
genocide,
though, Nora?
I don't remember saying horrible things.
Did I just hear
It
that?
was
Rich?
just her subconscious leaking out in the elevator.
Do you support the Armenian genocide, Rich? Did I just
Yeah,
hear
I
that?
support the Armenian genocide. I'm going to buy a Turkish-made firearm right now.
Oh my gosh.
I already have a bunch of them.
I heard horrible things being
My way
said.
of sending money to Turkey.
Let me-
Sending money to Turkey. Yeah, sending money to Turkey. I'm gonna buy a shitload of canic pistols.
Afwan Habibi, Frankie, please don't interrupt.
Remove faggots from the room, Diego.
Yeah, remove Isa, the
Yeah,
faggot
remove
from the
Frankie.
room. This
Bye,
daughter of a
My friend, can you kick him?
No. We know about Rico. Who's the next one? You fucking go to his rooms. You removed him from the Bitcoin conference just to go right there. You bitch, slut, don't have it.
Jesus Christ. this
Thank
dog
God.
is a faggot.
That's not how I like to start out my afternoons.
good.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu
All the
Akbar.
proceeds for this clubhouse room, all the proceeds will go to buy more mechanic firearms for me.
So, my friend, I saw your Instagram video with those lovely ladies making baskets. And then, as I was at Walgreens, I saw a magazine about baskets. And I was going to send you a picture of these baskets, but I was like, fuck it, I got to go. So, I didn't send you the picture, but.
There you go. Good story.
Some people, I love it when people say, oh, you're like an underwater basket weaver. And I'm like, motherfucker, have you ever made a basket in your life? Because I haven't. And I know it's pretty complicated. So, don't fuck with a basket maker. That's what I'm saying.
It's hard. Yeah, thank you for inspiring me, by the way, to start filming my things because you're right. If I just film the thing, then you have the fucking thing, and you filmed it.
Then you got a fucking library at the end of the day. And next thing you know, your Patreon is at $10,000 a month because you're doing something innovative. You're making communication videos. Oh my God, who would have thought? Send me your money. Send me $10 right now. And then you got $10.
Yeah, by the way, if anybody in this room would like to donate $1 to me, you can sign up.
Daniel, free my nigga Daniel.
Yeah, sign up on Patreon.
Daniel's here. Daniel should be able to give you, Diego, great insight about your neurosis and your neuroticism.
Free my nigga Daniel.
For my educational videos.
How did you find this?
Oh, can you bring up Daniel, please?
How did you escape chillism and find this room?
Escape chillism?
He escaped. I've never seen him in another
Chillism
room.
is a super brain rot pit of hell. Welcome, Daniel, to Diego's neurotic room of neuroticism.
Tell her this is all a simulation.
Who escaped chillism? Rich?
Rich. Sinan. His name's Rich.
Yes, she knows.
Who's Melissa? I don't know Melissa. And I don't know also Sona.
Yeah, you know me. Oh, no, you don't know me.
Daniel, 23. What's up?
Cash in those pink tickets, gentlemen.
Melissa is from the old retard clubhouse rooms with Randy and all of them. And she's known as Melissa Popolov.
Yeah, it's true.
Melissa what? Melissa what?
It's a nickname. A nickname I did not.
Melissa is a Terry supporter, Daniel.
A Terry supporter?
Yeah, she's a Terry supporter. She's getting dicked down by a Lebanese guy.
There we go.
But that's because she's in love with a Muslim.
She's in love with a Muslim, even though she's not a Muslim.
Anyway,
well, the Lebanese that are also Christian.
Yeah, no,
Lebanese are also Christians.
No,
yeah,
no,
Harris is a Muslim.
Inshallah, what happened?
Sexy.
As I said, we're not together anymore.
They
are still.
Oh, I didn't know this. Sorry, I didn't know this. How is that?
She's not getting dicked down by the Muzzy anymore.
They will be forever obsessed.
I didn't know this.
So, Daniel, I don't know if you can look at my PTR.
Whenever it counts, I'm glad.
Daniel, look at my PTR. It's called a checklist of cognitive distortions.
It was my choice. It wasn't. It actually wasn't.
She knows.
Oh, Isha, you said his schmeckles cut.
Yeah, of course he has to be circumcised. He's a Jew.
Yeah, of course. Well,
and even after that, they left a lot.
Yeah, a little extra cut.
Just trim it from the just do it.
They call Daniel the Hebrew hammer.
How do you call it?
Hebrew hammer. Hebrew hammer.
The Hebrew hammer.
Yeah, the Hebrew schmeckle. The giant hammer schmeckle.
Let's get back to the topic.
Yeah, but they cut like half the dick off for them.
Yeah. Why do Muslims do it, by the way?
Because they're copying the Jews. They're plagiarizers like the Prophet.
That's true, but what is the excuse that they tell their people? We have a story around it.
Because Muhammad had some stank on his dick and had a little cheese under the hood. And then he woke up the next morning. He's like, Allah told me last night to cut my schmeckle. And they're like, okay, Muhammad.
How do you say Jesus Christ in Muslim?
Isa. It's semen of a stallion.
Damn. Are you sure it's
I
not
think
the semen of a bull?
Did you not know that Isa means semen of a stallion?
It means
Look
semen
up
of
the
a
etymology of the
bull.
word.
Oh, that's true, Isa.
I think he's bullshitting.
What do you think about the Muslim conquest of
Oh,
Spain?
Isa, are you familiar with Ahmed ex-Muslim? David? The
Wait,
Muslim
but he was trying to talk, Richard. You need to allow.
Oh, no. This is John.
He's autistic.
Yes.
This is the song that never ends. Yes, it goes on and on, my friends. Some Jew haters started singing it and not knowing what it was. Their neurotic behavior took them over just because they're dumb as fuck. Their names are Diego and his Noura ISIS supporter. Her name is Noura Bandura Princessia. She's got a public defender. Oh boy, she's gonna get deported in a first of a come trials, Diego. So wait.
Get Melissa.
Where is he going to get deported? She was born in the U.S.
Oh, my mic is on? I didn't even know my mic was on.
That was him just wishful thinking. Now he cannot be born.
Diego, when you do go to jail, I will send you $10. 10, not 11. 10, not 9 for your commissary account.
10 too.
I'm talking to you right now.
I got you, bro. You can get
We'll send you 10.
probably get 3 bags
I
of
will send you
Cheetos.
high shekels. In Jews, we send you high shekels, which is 18 shekels.
He will send you shekels. That's amazing.
No, but it's 18 because we do high. High is 18.
It's so expensive in Israel.
No, but it's shekels, so it comes out to like $4.50. It just sounds more.
Diego, do you think if you spent a month living in Israel, maybe your attitude might change? Just a question I'm asking.
I think that Barstool Sports thinks so.
I can tell you that
What do you mean Barstool Sports thinks so?
Oh, so he paid the guys that wrote "Fuck the Jews." He paid for them to go to the Holocaust Museum.
And what happened?
And I don't think you need to go for a month. I think if you go for like a week, 10 days, you already be converted.
I went for 24 hours one time.
Did you leave
Yeah,
the airport or what?
just at the airport doesn't count.
They did keep me at the airport for a long time.
Yeah, of course, you look like a Muslim.
What a shock. Why would they do something like this to you? You're the last
Of course,
person.
I know. I mean, I come as a guest to your house and you hold me in a cell for like 6 hours?
Yeah. Were you invited by any of the
Zach
house members?
Zach, don't tell them, Zach, but just tell them that you approved. There was good reason.
How do you call this? Like, not
Zach
intruder.
even here?
Diego, do you have a traumatic brain injury? Like, did you get kicked in the head or something by a donkey when you were a kid?
Are you asking Diego?
Yeah, it's actually a great question. I mean, I don't know if you heard what Randy said earlier, but he said he notices a pattern within Nora. Basically, meaning if you are polarized in one area, it means that like you're not like there's something going on neurochemically, intelligent wise, communicate. Like, what is it about this topic? You know that you actually think that. How do you determine that this is a good usage of your time? Essentially,
Who's he talking to?
You, Diego.
Diego doesn't get on this app unless he's doing something else. Haven't y'all noticed?
He's talking to you, you kike.
I'm a kike? I don't even use that language.
No, Diego.
Why are you always concerned with the usage of other people's time?
because I'm sitting here creating a documentary.
You think of all of us as goyim?
No, I'm
You want
recording.
us to be your slave?
I'm actually interested in human psychology or brain science to figure out why people do what it is that they do. Like, why do you think you've created a room called Hugo Boss is making military uniforms again? We're back, baby. Like, what is it that you think you're organizing? What is it? How do you value your time? You have kids, you have supposedly some wife. some Roboton, robot that lives in your jalopy. I've randomly seen you at a gas station, and yet here you are still creating Jew hate stupid rooms about really stupid. It's a waste of time. It is a show about
Ain't
nothing.
nobody hating on the Jews, and we have plenty of reason to do so. But ain't nobody hating on the Jews.
I'm just saying your general theme or category is Jew hate. It's not like you're teaching anything. You're just creating a milieu of Jew hate. If Resistance was in here, he'd be running his mouth for 10 minutes. If some other Jew hater was in here, you give him 10 minutes.
Resistance is horrible. Is the Resistance your friend, Diego?
Resistance? No, I think he's kind of annoying, but he can be funny.
He could break the nail. This is the reason why he's so angry.
I don't want John to get confused. Just because everything that a human can possibly consume is in some way, form, published, authored, controlled, edited, or somehow connected to a Jew, that doesn't mean that criticism of that thing is equal to Jew hate.
Okay, all or nothing Jew speech again. Good job.
You blame us because we do shit, while you are all doing nothing, and then you blame us because we do shit.
John, can you imagine if he went and had a DNA test done?
Don't do anything like dude, it's so annoying.
6% Ashkenazi or Sephardi.
So annoying.
Just because my family's from Spain?
Oh yeah, there's definitely some Sephardi in there.
So you have some Sephardic in you.
Guaranteed does.
Yeah, maybe this is all just a self-exploration to find out who you really are.
That's right.
So the kike was appropriate when I used it, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're a self-hating praxeologist.
There you go. That's just another example.
That might have been the funniest joke I've ever said in my life. A self-hating praxeologist. Never heard of that one before. That was fucking genius.
You guys can't think you're gonna have a hit every single time. You know what I mean?
A self-hating, self-taught economist.
Some stuff is gonna be more popular than others. Me myself, I like the story of Jesus Christ.
What was it like when you met your girlfriend or your wife or whoever the fuck that robot was that I saw that didn't even look in my direction? What was it like when you met her in Ukraine and you couldn't even speak Ukrainian and she was just speaking another language and you're like, yeah, let's have some kids, baby. She's like, da, and you're like, great, let's move to California. And now you got all these kids with her and she probably you probably don't even talk to her.
John, there's a lot of Ukrainian Jews too.
I mean, who wants to talk to their wife? John, honestly.
Honestly, it sounds to me like you're miserable. Good luck and Godspeed.
Okay. I guess maybe I should be more like my boy Rico, who likes them nice and intelligent and opinionated.
I'm saying just happy.
That's the worst.
It's hard to find a happy person.
You know who was the best? Helen Keller.
Oh my god. You guys are unbelievable.
I mean, I like.
I think you actually should imitate Rico. Yeah. I think
There's a person on Twitter that likes to troll the profiles because they're ignorant. So she wrote something like, "How come if Helen Keller was blind and deaf, how did she write her journal?"
What?
Meaning Anne Frank. Well, she wrote it very interesting, referring to Anne Frank because they took it. Never mind. Maybe it's in my head. What?
Yeah, it's Richard's kid.
Oh.
He says he's making him into an idea.
He said, I support Israel. He did.
I mean, Diego, you're not at all concerned.
IDF.
You're not at all concerned about Nora or
I love IDF.
What happened? What happens to Nora, Diego? How far does your relationship go with her? Are you going to accept personal responsibility for her?
Princesa?
Yeah, for Princessia, because,
John, what if he finds out his wife is a Jew?
I don't think she's Jewish. I've seen her. She doesn't look Jewish, but Diego actually looks maybe like he's a patrilineal Jew. or a second generation maternal Jew.
That's why we have that whole thing in Spaceballs where he goes, funny, she doesn't look Jewish.
See, you are Jewish.
She had her old nose.
Are you listening to yourself? You're Jewish. You're definitely Jewish. You fit the pattern. You're neurotic. You make Jewish jokes. Oh my God, you're actually a second level removed Jew. You're hating on yourself.
Jewish princesses are often attracted to money and power, and I have both, and you know it.
So what you're saying is you're just bored and lonely.
John, your lackeys are amazing.
Maybe you should look into therapy. Like, look at my PTR and actually read the cognitive distortion disorders, and maybe you'll get some better, insight into self. And then you'll improve your communication with your, now defunct wife who doesn't respect you, and that you drive around in an old jalopy. And, you're going to be happy again, Diego. And then you'll stop with all your Jew hate derangement syndrome and ruining people's lives by fueling their own neuroticism, and thus remove the neuroticism from yourself. I am complete. Don't call us. We'll call you.
That's right.
It's crazy.
I mean, what would Jesus do? Do you think if Jesus was alive in 2025, he'd create clown house rooms, 40 hours a week about Jews? No. Jesus would be at the beach relaxing with a Corona.
I think if Jesus was on Clubhouse, Diego would be doing rooms about him, saying that he was crazy for loving the Jews. He would hate on Jesus.
He would strike Diego down.
I don't know why I get accused of neuroticism.
Because you are. You're one of John's lackey trolls. One of his fanboys. Makes sense.
It says here that neuroticism is a trait associated with negative emotions. I'm usually the one laughing the most.
No, I laugh the most.
Deep-seated childhood issues, Diego.
It says here, it's one of the big 5 traits. Someone who is more likely to experience feelings such as anxiety, worry, fear, anger, shame, frustration, envy, jealousy, pessimism, guilt, depressed mood, and loneliness. I can't be lonely. I'm surrounded by children.
And crazy women.
Yeah, but I love them.
Yeah, but you got Alvin Bragg up your fucking ass, seizing your cash, busting into your apartment, your laundromat operations been thrown to the ground. You fucking lost everything. When you lose your money in the Jewish religion, they say that's like losing your soul. So obviously, Diego, you're here to reinflate your ego because you lost everything.
That explains a lot. It says it's a mental health disorder.
Jew hate? Yes. So you see, that's the reason why you're compatible with Princess.
Amazing.
Did you even satisfy her in Vegas? Did she actually come?
Daniel, they made Princessia cry today.
Not me.
Where did she? Is she not in the room anymore?
No, she's not.
Yeah, you really care about her so much.
No, why would he kick her?
Zach might have kicked her.
No, he doesn't kick her.
I mean, it's a miracle that the New York City actually even helped her.
Zach will not kick people because I don't think he wants to create a precedent where trolls are being kicked out.
Exactly.
Zach has already completed 3 baskets.
I haven't even fucking been paying attention to my phone. I've been making Japanese knotweed fruit leather.
Zach, would you characterize me as neurotic?
I don't really know you that well.
No, but I don't think
it's just based on your experiences.
No, I don't think you're neurotic.
Neurotic?
I would say
no. I might even more so. I would be closer to say psychotic than to say neurotic.
They go hand in hand. Meaning, Diego, if like I don't know. I mean, I don't work, okay? I don't actually work. I just sit here and live stream myself. I wouldn't call that work. But what the fuck do you do?
But I mean, I make sure everybody gets fed and everybody is.
Oh, I see. You're the food distributor. That's your only job is distributing food to mouths. Okay, great. And career choice you got there, Dr. Praxeology. Oh, you're a Costcoologist. Wow. Good job, doctor.
Yeah. With the double.
Try reading a fucking book.
Cookie.
So you're a full-time Costcoologist and a part-time online social media Jew hater.
That's right.
Hey, it's kind of like Superman and Clark Kent.
I would just like to say that Diego has changed my mind. I am now on Team Gaza. And fuck the Jews.
Good.
You built a heart. You have a heart now.
Oh, you got the heart of Jesus now.
I'm calling to tell my Jewish mother that I'm on Team Gaza now and fuck the Jews.
Is that since you found out that Diego is a Jew?
Yes. I have to side with my brethren no matter what. It's a Jew thing. You wouldn't understand, Isa.
I see.
And we have giant speckles, so you should keep pursuing Diego.
Isa's afraid.
What is it? Wait, well, I'm sorry. Pinga. Sorry.
I think that's what made Nora leave, too. Is just talking about flirting with Isa.
Well, she feels threatened when Issa's in the room because she wants you all to herself. She loves you.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's the case. I don't know.
Why don't you fly her out to Maui and go on a nice, beautiful vacation with your one true love this summer and relish in your Jew hate?
Yeah, I gotta smoke a cigarette because of all the stupidity with Diego. Sorry.
What was your ACT or SAT score, Diego?
1600.
I don't even know if I took it.
My brother missed the last question because he fell asleep.
He took the ACT.
But he aced it other night.
What was your first thought when your condo's door got kicked in and your cash got seized? What was the first thought that came through your head?
I was thinking of you.
Oh my God.
You were thinking of the Jews? Those fucking Jews kicked in my door and took all my cash.
Can we fucking say it right? It's Das Jews.
Das Jews.
When you saw the paperwork from Alvin Bragg, what was the first thoughts that came through your head?
I said, why is he commending me here?
It wasn't like, how the fuck did they find out? What the fuck?
No, it's Havanagila.
You think I have anything to hide?
Have anything to hide? I don't think you have much of an IQ to hide that much. So no, probably not.
Got nothing to hide.
Issa, wouldn't it be wild if you checked your DNA and you found out you were too? It would make sense all this time.
I know that song. They taught it to me in school.
Argentina's got a bunch of them.
Are they singing it? Am I singing it right, Daniel?
Go ahead, Isa.
Daniel.
I thought you heard me. I said it's מוכרחים להיות שמח, מוכרחים להיות שמח, מוכרחים להיות שמח.
Hey, why don't you bring Lou up? Why don't you bring Lou up, the AI chatbot schizo convo of everything?
You have such a crappy mic. My God.
Nigger.
Nagila ונשמחה.
Diego's so happy. He's getting back to his roots now.
I think I might. I mean, my family, I wouldn't be surprised if I have got some.
Join me.
Jew in me.
You ain't got nothing.
Ribono Shalom, Moshiach now.
Sephardic.
So Lou, what's going on in the AI world today?
No, today I woke up and I chose not to speak to niggers. Maybe tomorrow.
Good one.
No, you gotta say sand niggers.
Yaakov is here. Mashiach, no, we didn't have to wait.
Desert dwellers.
You see, honey, I can sing your music.
That's right.
She met Diego.
Yaakov. I got the level of stupidity.
What are you complaining about, Yaakov?
Yeah, because I was spending an hour doing physical therapy and grunting. Told you guys.
What was his name?
Time to go to the gym and read a book, Diego.
Yaakov, what was his name?
Working on it. What do you mean?
The physical workout you were doing.
What is that noise?
I was lying on the ground and I was in a room. They gave me exercise. I go Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I go to physical therapy and then go home every night, an hour.
Okay, so you're doing the pause.
Yeah. Hold on. It's a 10-minute attack.
They don't want to car in Israel. Toyota Corolla.
Why are the Israelis starving the Palestinians?
Wait, all Israelis have got Corollas?
Yeah, Toyota Corolla is very popular.
In Brooklyn, it's Toyota Siennas.
Oh, he's in Brooklyn? I thought Yaakov was in Israel. Different Yaakov.
Yeah, that's a
They're both car bottoms, though.
You say it like it's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Danielle.
Yeah, you say it like
The crew is all here.
oh,
You
amazing.
got Keegan and everything. Jeez.
Oh my God, Keegan is here.
On Sunday night, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu
That's right.
convened his security cabinet after the officials told local media that the cabinet approved expanding the anti-Hamas operations to, quote, conquer Gaza and hold the territories.
They're going to bomb the shit out of them.
Basically, what's happening? We are going like full strong now. I think in like 10 days or something like this. Unless
they release
they
them.
would, they would decide to behave like
59 hostages remain. All of these people, it's mostly men. There's one woman here I can see. They're all young. None of them look like they're Eastern European. There's a black guy and an Asian guy.
There's also like I think like one.
If you stay at a youth residential treatment facility in Illinois over SA by a staff member or other patient, then you
make sense of it. The poor guy doesn't even know what he wants. His family is so far away.
Pull his pants down, dude.
Some people are calling this oligarchy,
No, but what's the point
but
of holding
it's
him?
actually bigger than that. These are global
You know, if he's
platforms.
circumcised, they might think he's a Jew.
It's oligarchy.
But they are all circumcised, dude.
No kidding. Stay down, bro.
Look, Keegan.
You know what's funny
You know what's not funny, Keegan?
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead.
Keegan, don't you got a car to fucking put the diagnostic thing in and get the code so you can figure out what the fuck's got to get fixed on the car today? How are you even here every day supporting a wife, going to Africa, doing charity work? Don't you got cars to fucking fix, Dr. Keegan?
Is he accusing me of losing more money than he's ever made in any of his ventures, dude? The guy is crazy. He just attacks whoever's on the stage.
It is funny. I actually.
No, you're not gonna attack me.
I am on a test drive.
Yeah, well, you're a woman.
Audi right now.
John, didn't you
But
say
yeah,
that,
Laura.
John, didn't you?
Yeah, I was on my side, so it's really bad.
John, didn't you have a bunch of medical dispensaries?
No, I applied for a dispensary license, but you had to put up like a $5,000 no refund fucking deposit on the
And
dispensary
that's too
license.
much money.
No, I wasn't gonna get it, because guess what? I'm not DEI. They don't just give it to white Jews, because Jews aren't minorities, apparently. They only give it to people in disaffected areas, African Americans who've been in high police rate areas.
Yeah, I hate it when licensing issues come up. That's a problem.
What the hell is that noise? That's a child.
Ryan, you're alive! Why did you tell me you have an emergency and you need my help?
Killed a young Jewish baby.
Yes, it's not a child.
Ryan, you're alive!
God, do people not know how to keep a child out of an adult conversation?
Yeah, it's the ground of what the Palestinians want to kill.
Yeah, usually I only hear that from black women when they have not Jewish men.
Then why did they kill no children? Answer me that one. Smart guy.
On October 7th.
No 40 babies.
No 40 babies.
I mean, tell me the name of one of the babies. Go ahead.
40 babies. That's just a metaphor for the 4 different worlds of the Zohar.
Most beautiful baby suit I've ever owned was made by Kitover.
There you go.
It turned out, hypothetically, that there were 40 dead, beheaded babies put in an oven.
That's not actually what was said in the article. It said there was 40 babies that were killed, and it said some of the babies were beheaded. It didn't say 40 babies were beheaded or burnt.
Wait, my question for Diego. If there were somewhere between 1 and 40 babies that
were killed,
interacted with an